Well, welcome to Stick It to Kayfabe. My name's Anthony,
And I'm Trent.
and we're going to be talking about just professional wrestling and how we feel about it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the new returns of, you know, WWE with Bray Wyatt and the Good Brothers, and talking about good old Tony Khan and all that other fun stuff.
Oh,
So, boy,
Retro is Trent. That is my name. Um, I have to say my name because Anthony over here doesn't have a code name, so it'd be a little weird if he just called himself Anthony. I called myself. I could call him Jackson Mahomes, but that would be kind of over people's heads. I'm just kidding with you, man.
so boy,
What?
what you think?
What do I think about the
That
real
boy,
about
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt? Overrated.
How?
Uh, Never. He doesn't hold the titles very long.
He doesn't need to.
He's basically he switches his character up like every 5 seconds. It feels like
Oh.
he doesn't have any sense of continuity to him. It's just all over the place. I'm just kidding around. No, no. In all honesty, Bray Wyatt is actually, I think he's talented. Um, what was he on Monday Night Raw today, or was he on?
Not today. Amanda, he did like a little vignette.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a SmackDown exclusive.
Okay,
Less.
so he is definitely on SmackDown.
Yes,
Um, we'll see what he does with this character this time. I would like to see him not do that puppet show.
I love the puppet show.
Yeah, but that's your whole thing with Triple H bringing in a sense of realism. It's either you have that puppet show and it throws off everything Triple H is doing right now, or you don't have that puppet show and you have a sense of realism.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy Bray Wyatt's back. I can't wait for Cody Rhodes to come back.
Mm.
Supposedly, too, or not supposedly, but The Rock claimed him to saying he was the head of the table.
Really?
Yes, he says I am the head of the table in an interview today, or either today or a day or two ago. So
Was it
he's
on Twitter?
already. It was on Twitter. It was on in an interview. They asked him, "What do you think?" I can't remember what he said, but basically the question was asked, "Are you the head of the table?" He says, "I am the head of the table."
Yeah. Do you agree with that?
Nope.
Who's the head of the table? The guy who sounds like a teenage boy who's trying to get their father to acknowledge him.
Acknowledge me. I
You
love
know,
Roman Reigns.
you know how cheesy that sounds.
You know what else is cheesy?
Hmm.
Claiming you're the best in the world.
Yeah.
CM Punk. Where's Daddy Punk at now?
He's still around. He'll be back.
In the unemployment line.
No. Stuff like that happens all the time in the wrestling world. Don't get over it.
I honestly don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I think he's gonna come back once his injury's done.
Yeah, he's not getting fired, and he's not going to leave. I
I
What
think
about
the longer they drag it out, the better chance he has
who do you think?
to stay there.
Do you think the Bucks and them are leaving?
No, hell no.
Oh. Did you end up watching the Adam Page versus Moxley
No, I haven't
promo?
got a chance. So talk to me about that, boy.
Okay, for the first time in a long time, I will admit when I am wrong. John Moxley can cut a promo when he needs to. Adam Page can cut a promo when he needs to. So today on Dynamite, we were watching. For those of you that don't know, it's the wrestling equivalent. It's like WCW back in the day a little bit, but so Adam Page, John Moxley comes out and he says, yada yada yada. I'm gonna fight, and then Adam Page comes out and he says, I forgot what he says, but he said at the end of the promo, it really got to me. He's like, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm anxious, I can't sleep, I'm depressed, but I'm gonna fight, you know. And he like punched
Hmm.
his head, and he actually drew blood on his own head.
That was Hangman.
Yeah, Hangman. But he said it with passion. He didn't say it like, I'm anxious. I'm depressed. You know,
Sounded like Resurrection.
huh?
Sounded like Resurrection.
I don't know. I don't sound like that. But no, you're kind of cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Hey,
Huh?
I got a proposition for you.
What's the proposition?
I'll buy a shirt, but you gotta admit that Hulk Hogan is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Greatest or most important?
Greatest.
No.
The most
Okay, on the one, on
important,
the. Huh?
greatest, and wrestler. I'm not saying sports entertainer. I'm saying professional wrestler.
Okay. Oh, Stone Monkey Research comes in and says Andre the Giant is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Well, you need to tell Stone Monkey Research Hulk Hogan is the greatest. No wrestler can light a candle to him. I choose Hulk Hogan over Stone Cold Steve Austin any day.
You can't even look at me while you say that. You can't even look at the camera while I say
To
that.
be honest, I can't
What
look at you anyways. I can't see you.
you? No. You can't even look
I'm gonna
into.
start calling you John Cena Jr.
You can't. Well, you can't even look into the camera without and not smile without and say that. Say that with the freaking straight face right now. I want a straight face looking into the camera that Hulk Hogan is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Hulk Hogan.
You're smiling already. You can't. Hey, howdy.
Hulk Hogan is the greatest professional wrestler of all time.
You can't even finish. You can't. You're really gonna make me say Hulk Hogan. How do you play live says LOL about that. He doesn't like Hulk Hogan. Who's the greatest wrestler of all time, Mister? How do you play live? Who do you think? Okay, so in order for you to buy a shirt, all I have to do is say Hulk Hogan is the greatest wrestler of all time.
And greater than Bret Hart.
No, how do you play? No, I was laughing at his John Cena Jr. comment because he can't see you. That is true. He really can't see me. I don't know how to get it to work where, on Discord, we're trying to get it to work where he can see me on camera. But you guys can see me, but Anthony can't.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Since I am a sellout and I'm a person in need of money, and I'm a complete sellout right here. We're gonna be a complete sellout. I may not mean it, but right now I am gonna say
You gotta be.
I gotta mean it.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. Okay, should I do it? Stone Monkey Research redeem Resurrectro is unredeemable. I am unredeemable if I say this. Ooh, am I gonna sell out for someone to buy a shirt just so I say Hulk Hogan is the greatest wrestler of all time? Ooh, no, I'm not doing that. Nope.
Did you hear your favorite wrestler today?
Which favorite wrestler?
He won the All Atlantic Championship.
Pockets?
Yes,
Why is Pockets winning the freaking title?
because Tony Khan don't know what he's doing. He's freaking employing Pockets and freaking Pizza Man.
Oh god, has anybody ever seen that video? The frickin' guy, he twirls a pizza while he wrestles. Hi, Daisy. Like, that guy is so ridiculous. I cannot stand it. Ugh. Okay. So, in order for you... Are you sure, man? I really gotta say he's better than Brett.
Mm-hmm.
Why you gotta torture me like this?
So, you know what I realized too?
What's up?
You know the match down, I believe it was 2005, where Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels,
Yeah?
and Shawn Michaels was overselling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and you know Eric Bischoff told said that was the moment he lost respect for Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's bull. Because
Why?
Hulk Hogan is a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hulk Hogan. Okay, so if anybody, for some context, Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels were gonna fight in the match in 2005 SummerSlam. The original plan was for Hulk Hogan to win. Was it win the first match?
I don't know.
Okay, so he was supposed to win one match. Shawn Michaels was supposed to either win the second match, and then Hulk Hogan was supposed to win the third match. So they were supposed to have a series of 3 matches. But Hulk Hogan walks his candy ass into Vince McMahon's office and say, "That doesn't work for me, brother." So at the end of the day, it got dropped, and Hulk Hogan was gonna win the only match that they had. So Shawn Michaels, taking offense to that, put on the worst performance of all time. The guy, okay, so Hulk Hogan has Shawn Michaels in the corner, laid up on top of the turnbuckle. He kicks Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels is throwing himself in the air like 3 or 4 feet in the air, just to make it look so bad, because he was so pissed off that Hulk Hogan went in and cried to Vince McMahon and said, "I don't want to lose a match, brother."
Well, it makes him the greatest wrestler of all time.
Screw Hulk Hogan, dude. Hulk Hogan's garbage. I don't even care if you offer to buy me a shirt. Hulk Hogan is the most garbage wrestler of all time. He's the biggest piece of crap of all time. If you had to compare him to any, they should have never made a South Park episode where Randy Marsh takes a crap as big as Bono. They should have made it to where he takes a crap as big as Hulk Hogan, because that's what he is.
Did you hear about their new? So here's another question: what do you think of Soraya? I think that's her name. In AEW, Paige.
I don't care. I don't really, to be honest. She's all right. She's
I don't
good.
like.
Really?
She complains about freaking. It's the same thing. They're always complaining about WWE.
Are they?
She did a promo how it's finally good to have a boss who listens to me and all this stuff. But without WWE, she would have never been anything.
That's true.
The same thing with freaking all the other AEW stars.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Rusev or Miro. With well, Chris Jericho was popular before.
Yeah, he was already popular.
Um, Daniel Bryan.
He doesn't really say much about it. He's just mad that they didn't let him. He felt that Vince McMahon babied him and wouldn't let him wrestle. That's why he
And,
left.
and freaking CM Punk. I think CM Punk was always the problem.
No.
Yes.
Don't stop.
Yes, CM Punk
Triple H
was
is a problem too. You know it.
no, it was CM Punk. Eh, CM Punk is only good for business when he's on top. When
No.
he's not on top, he is a prick. He's a egomaniac who if it's not him in the top of the wrestling business, then it's a problem.
Was Triple H
But
not the same?
no,
Are you?
but the difference
Oh
is
wait. Was Shawn
all
Michaels
people.
not? Was Shawn Michaels not the same?
But the thing is, though,
You didn't answer my question.
all their faces. He wanted to be a martyr. He played the victim card.
What did Shawn Michaels do?
He even tell them to their face.
No.
Yes,
No.
you're telling me.
The guy would not drop. He would
He
go.
wanted. No. I let you talk.
Okay.
Now it says daddy ass talk. When Shawn Michaels won his first match or first championship or world or WWE championship or WWF at the time, he told Bret Hart to get the hell out of his ring. And that was to his face.
Yeah, but he would
Whether
go
it was
behind. Would he not go behind people's back and not drop the title to people?
no,
Yes.
not my Shawn Michaels.
Not your Shawn, because you were born in 1998. You
Not
don't.
my Shawn.
So you have no room to talk about Shawn Michaels and CM Punk. They are exactly the same.
Nope.
Bret the
But
Hitman
uh,
Hart could take a
the
broom and have a 5-star match.
thing of it is true. Didn't Shawn Michaels admit to it years later?
Yeah,
CM Punk is still the same way 11 years later
he
or
was
7 years.
at he was on top and he still went after them. I don't think it matters if you're on top or not.
CM Punk is overrated, overhyped. He had one good promo and elevated him to superstardom.
No, don't even lie, dude. You love the Straight Edge Society.
I love the Straight Edge Society.
So you just contradicted yourself.
No, no, I said to superstardom. I never
He was
that like
already a
before that.
star at the time.
He wasn't on John Cena level.
1990 Stone Monkey Research says 1998, such a youngster.
Yeah. Now I bully the one from 1991.
But honestly, he is a great. You can't say he's overrated because he's completely over all the time.
CM Punk and Hulk Hogan are the same people.
No, look
Yes.
at you. You're just saying that to piss me off. I see it in your face.
No. Hulk Hogan. I trust Hulk Hogan more than I trust CM Punk.
Why?
Because Hulk Hogan's trustworthy. Boy,
Boy.
I know I can't see you, but I know the fire coming out of your eyes.
Oh man. So you're
Let's ask chat. Is Hulk Hogan trustworthy?
is Hulk Hogan trustworthy, chat? That is what we're asking today. Does anybody think that Hulk? Would you trust Hulk Hogan with your life? Would you trust Hulk Hogan with your money? Let's ask. This is ridiculous. You're over here. Hogan was a heel. See, we got one that says he would not trust. How do you play live says, I'd trust myself with Hulk Hogan's money. So nobody would trust Hulk Hogan with their money. Some people will say that they would take Hulk Hogan's money and trust themselves before they trust Mr. Hulk Hogan.
Listen, shut up.
I would rather trust. I would rather trust. Who's like who's the worst? Who's the worst? Who's the least trustworthy person? Okay, the least trustworthy person. I would trust them over Hulk Hogan.
Mm. So, what do you think of? Sorry to go to a different topic. What do you think of Chris Jericho now?
When he's the Lionheart, he's great. When he does that jazz crap, garbage.
Jericho, I think he's overrated now.
You can't be overrated.
Yes, he is.
He's already cemented himself as one of the greatest of all time. Anything that he does.
But now his character now is overrated. He's overrated. I'm sorry.
How is he overrated? You can.
He's holding on to nostalgia.
That's what I'm. Okay, so we're saying. Are you saying right now, like for the
Right
last
now,
3 years, not his
yeah.
not his legacy. His legacy.
No, not his legacy.
Okay. No. Okay. So yeah, he has become a little bit. He has been holding on to talent. He holds back a lot of talent right now because he still wants to elevate himself. But you have to admit, was MJF not elevated by CM Punk?
No.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. You can't see me right now, but I'm rolling my eyes at you.
So, but here's my thing though. He is Chris Jericho is like the what's the word I could look for? Where he just kept staying and staying, and it was like, dude, at this point, like you provide nothing.
Ric Flair just had a match. What's wrong with Chris Jericho having matches?
Because Ric Flair has alimony to pay.
Does he really?
Yes.
To
He
who?
pays 3 alimonies. Why do you think he went
Three
back to?
Alamo?
Whenever he went to freaking after he had that last match with Shawn Michaels, he
Okay.
went to TNA because he had to pay stuff. He went broke
How do you have three alimonies?
because he doesn't want to keep it out of his pants. He's the nature boy. Woo!
Yeah, I don't get it either, man. But what?
Um, but yeah, Chris Jericho is overrated, overhyped. He's holding on to nostalgia. He's he's a good locker room leader and just something to ask questions about, like too.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, though, it's like with the Undertaker. It was like where he stayed a little bit too far towards his welcome. You
Overstayed
know,
his welcome.
overstayed his welcome. It's like, dude, he just retired. He's so you're gonna tell me the Painmaker is a great freaking
No, that's a garbage gimmick.
garbage gimmick.
I'm talking about he's the Lionheart right now.
He was the Lionheart 20 years ago,
Nearly 30.
nearly third or whatever.
Yeah.
He's doing nostalgic acts.
When he does come out with the Lionheart, though, he is a lot better than when he does the jazz thing. You have to
The
admit.
Pieces and Spades.
What's that?
It was a faction down in TNA with Bubba Ray Dudley.
I don't even know what that is. I know
Uh,
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Their faction down in TNA where they resembled like a biker gang.
Oh,
That's him.
yeah. Do you know who's overrated?
Who?
Braun Strowman.
I agree.
That
He
guy,
makes.
he
Yeah.
he offers nothing.
No, he says charismatic. He's a little bit. He's a more charismatic Omos or Omos.
The thing was, you know what's funny though? Andre the Giant, Stone Monkey said Anthony is overrated.
Hey, you shut your mouth, Stone Monkey. For all the whole yes. Oh, you brothers.
How do you play live? LOLs. Probably
So,
because he says you're overrated.
tell
So,
him to be.
so how does it feel being compared to Jackson Mahomes?
Hey, we're gonna do a little game.
What?
I'm gonna name. It's a versus game. I'm gonna name you two wrestlers, and you're gonna pick them.
Okay,
Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage.
Randy Savage.
Okay. Andre the Giant, Big Show.
Dude, Andre the Giant, dude. Oh, how do you play? Says Randy Savage from How Do You Play? Let's let the crowd play. Do you want to get? Do you want the crowd to play this too?
Sure.
Okay, so How Do You Play? Says Randy Savage. Who do you guys say, Hulk Hogan or Randy Savage today? All right. So what was the next one?
Okay. Next one. Roddy Piper.
Oh wait, we were on Andre over Big Show. We got Andre.
Yeah.
Okay. So How Do You Play Live says also Andre over Big Show. Big Show was just a giant. Andre was the giant. You know what's great about Andre though is that he had a very thick accent, but he still got over.
Yes.
So like you can get over with a thick accent and
Well,
be
you gotta look at it too. He resembled larger than life.
yeah, and now everybody's just trying to copy him.
Yeah, he was the original larger than life.
But have you seen his old matches from like the 70s? That fool can move.
Imagine getting a freaking frog splash by Andre the Giant. You're gonna freaking die.
Did you know that if he didn't like Randy Savage? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, because he said he didn't like that Randy Savage wore too much baby oil, so on purpose he would try to hurt him.
You know, freaking Hogan. Sorry to bring up. You know, Hulk Hogan freaking used to talk shit about that guy too.
Yeah, he talked crap about Macho Man when he died.
Yeah, same thing with him with the Andre. That's why. Yeah.
He talked crap about Andre.
Yeah, or he didn't talk crap. He lied about Andre.
Oh, he
Like
made
he
a.
was saying something. Oh, I did it, but originally Andre the Giant did it,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, or how they were best friends, or in reality they really weren't, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Andre.
okay,
Okay.
Roddy Piper
Okay.
or the Dusty Rose.
Ooh, why do you make me choose that? Oh, Roddy Piper or Dusty Rhodes?
The
Okay,
Mexican Dusty Rose.
are we talking about the whole contribution, or are we just talking about wrestling career?
A whole contribution,
Ooh.
or we can do wrestling for
No,
wrestling.
because his wrestling career, he did a lot for wrestling. Dusty Rhodes.
Well, same thing with
Piper?
Roddy Piper.
Yeah, Piper did. Dang, dude. And there's no ties, right?
Yeah,
No ties.
no ties.
Uh, dude, I am a.
Remember, Roddy Piper. I think, yeah, I think it's the same. Roddy Piper crawled so CM Punk
Yeah.
can walk.
He CM Punk loves Roddy Piper. He loves him. So, let's see, Roddy Piper or Dusty Rhodes. My heart tells me Roddy Piper, but my brain tells me Dusty.
Yes.
So, if we're talking whole contribution to wrestling, Dusty Rhodes.
Yep.
I gotta go Dusty because
Yeah,
Dusty was not only a wrestler, he was also a booker. He trained a lot of these newer wrestlers. He's done a lot for wrestling.
okay.
Okay.
Ric Flair
Okay.
or Dusty Rhodes?
No, we can't use the same. We gotta have rounds. We can't use the same one.
Okay. Ric Flair.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me think. Ric Flair or
How about I ask you this one?
okay.
Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels?
Mm.
Same guy. They're kind of similar in a lot of ways.
They're the same.
Mm-hmm.
Shawn Michaels was definitely more of a better professional wrestler.
But Flair was a promo and
A heel.
a better champion. That guy
I
held.
say Ric Flair.
Really?
As much as I love Shawn Michaels, there will never be another Ric Flair.
All right. So I got one for you. I got another one. Hulk Hogan
Okay.
or who is another guy? Someone similar to Hulk Hogan.
John Cena.
John Cena.
John Cena, easy.
Really? How come?
Because John Cena, I don't know how true this is, or I might be wrong. I feel like it drew more money, was more. He never needed a heel turn.
That is true. That is true. He drew a lot of money up until
He
the day.
never. Hulk Hogan, I say him and Hulk Hogan have the similar career path, but his power, he never decreased. He with Hulk Hogan, he needed. I say, and when the '90s came around, his product de-escalated.
Well, yeah, a lot of '90s was more grunge and more like dark and
Yeah,
brooding and
that's
like
the only why he revitalized his career was him turning heel.
yeah.
John Cena needed to turn heel. So I gotta say John Cena way more.
Do you think Hulk Hogan's overrated?
Oh hell yeah.
So he is
Hell
not the greatest.
no, he is the greatest.
So is he overrated or is he the greatest?
He's the greatest.
No, you just chat. Someone clip that and send that to me. that Anthony Hill has admitted that Hulk Hogan was overrated. Somebody do that.
He be overrated and still the greatest
How?
because he's so far ahead of all the wrestlers that he can be overrated and still be the top.
Oh, okay. You can't even say that with a straight face, man.
Okay, but yeah, John Cena, wait, John Cena, and he set the record for most Make a Wish granted.
Hulk Hogan set the record for most days wrestled in a year.
Yeah. All right, The
Okay.
Rock,
Okay.
Stone Cold.
The Rock.
Why?
The Rock has more star power than Stone Cold. In all. I'm talking.
I did on The Rock.
Okay, hold on. Movies? Who's movies? Not only movies.
Oh, we're not talking about movies. We're talking about wrestling.
Okay, so if we bring back The Rock right now and Stone Cold, who's getting the bigger pop? Who knows The Rock
Stone
more?
Cold.
Who knows The Rock more? Who knows Stone Cold more than The Rock? If you were to ask people worldwide, who would they know more?
The Rock.
That's why. Unfortunately, you kind of have to count his movie career because that's a part of him now.
Okay, fine.
Who you picking?
I'm doing Stone Cold
Why?
because Stone Cold was the reason why WWE won the Monday Night Wars.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Just Stone Cold?
Stone Cold was the main focus. He was the main draw for so many years. So many years.
Okay, so if we're talking about back then, we're not talking about now, right?
Back then.
Back then. Okay, so back then, yeah, probably Stone Cold. If the center of the company was Stone Cold, then Stone Cold is it.
Only reason why The Rock became the main focus, the main event, was because Stone Cold left in 2002 for like a year.
But
Or I can't.
him and the Rock were main event.
No, yeah, but Stone Cold left, and to fill that void was The Rock.
Yeah. Did you know that they called the Stone Cold unprofessional and talked a bunch of crap about him after he left?
Oh yeah, because you know why, right?
Why?
Because him and Brock Lesnar were gonna fight for the first time on free television, and
Mm-hmm.
he says, "I wanted to lose to him in free television. This match deserves to be on a pay per view." And Vince McMahon wouldn't do it, so he said, "Fuck this shit, I'm leaving."
So he did the same thing as a certain somebody?
No, because you're talking about CM Punk. Only thing about CM Punk is because he's pissed off because somebody said something mean about him.
No, I'm talking about when he left WWE.
No,
Yes.
no.
He didn't want to fight Triple H. He thought Triple H was just fighting him to stay relevant.
No.
He said, I don't need to fight you. You need to fight me. Because Triple H put himself in a match with CM Punk for WrestleMania.
I don't like CM Punk.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You can't even say it with a straight face.
Okay, here's another one. Sting
Sting?
or Undertaker?
Sting.
You're an idiot. Undertaker is more iconic than Sting would ever dream of.
That's because he's been on WWE television for like the last... Oh, how do you play live, says Sting.
Well, how do you play live? I don't know what he's talking about.
Why? Why does he not?
Because Undertaker?
You better be careful because I think Sting is his favorite wrestler. The boss lady said CM Punk. we're saying CM Punk or Undertaker. I mean not CM Punk. Yeah, Undertaker has way more years, but he threw that shit away by riding on a motorcycle into the ring.
Hell no. No. You're telling me. Okay, you would want to during that time, and that saved his career.
He said, "I miss old Undertaker, not mainstream sellout Undertaker."
Which one's mainstream sellout?
The American Badass.
No.
He said he likes the Dead Man, but he don't like motorcycle Taker.
American Badass is obviously secondary everybody prefers the Dead Man. I'll admit that. But during the times of the Attitude Era, he had to make that change.
He said, okay, so he's saying, yeah, Dead Man was my favorite with Paul Bearer.
Yes.
But after the American Badass, he kind of lost interest in him.
I say the American Badass was necessary.
So people would miss the
because he needed a character change because he was only, if you look at his moves prior to the to the American Badass, it was very plain. It was very just one or two moves. Whenever he became the American Badass, he was actually able to do a whole lot more because his character allowed him to. Then whenever he went to the Dead Man again, he was able to still use those moves because everybody knew what he was. And you have to watch the documentary Rivals with Kane and Undertaker because he talks about it a lot why that character change was necessary.
So which one did you? So which one would you prefer?
I prefer Dead Man. I say Dead Man right after American Badass to all the way to.
Boss Lady denounces Anthony.
You tell her I denounce her.
You denounce Mom?
Yep.
Why are you denouncing our own mother?
Yeah, tell Layla I'm not seeing her for Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah. So how do you play live? Says yeah, kind of make your point makes sense, but he says but Sting evolved into a better form too. He went.
Well,
he's remembering because he was they're around back in the when Sting was the surfer guy. So when he came out with the Crow in the '90s, that was like a big deal to them. We went from spiky haired Ultimate Warrior ripoff to Brandon Lee the Crow.
I don't know. That guy needs to retire too.
Sting?
Yes.
He doesn't actually do much, but he will do some spots.
I don't know. I prefer the Undertaker.
You prefer Aaron Undertaker because you didn't grow up watching Sting.
Thank God.
What?
Thank God.
Why?
Sting has more charisma, has the same amount of charisma as my broom.
You really?
Yep.
Have you even seen a Sting match or a Sting promo back in the day?
I try, but I fall asleep every single time.
No, I bet you haven't even watched one Sting promo in your life.
Yep.
Anthony says, "Hey," Mom says, "Hey, hey, hey." You talk out of your ass all the time, all the time. You just try to piss people off.
Yep, that's what I do.
Pokemon evolve into better forms. Incineroar is the best wrestler.
So okay.
How do you play live when teams denounce Stone Monkey Research? Lady Lexi denounces Anthony.
Hey, you told Lady Lexi that she's a lady bitch.
Why don't you tell her?
I don't want to talk to her. She smells. Smells like sin. Okay, here's another one. Let me think about this.
I got one.
Okay.
Santino Marella.
Yes.
Or Pockets.
Santino.
I'm just kidding. Okay, let me do it.
How about Santino or Santina?
No, I'm not answering that. Okay, so let me do one. I can't ask you any old wrestlers because you. Mom says the best wrestler of all time is Piper.
I got one for you.
Huh?
But Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Or Randy Orton.
Orton.
Why?
The Legend Killer.
Yes. What's your favorite gimmick of Randy Orton?
The Legend Killer.
Mine was.
Alexis said that you smell like booty.
Never mind.
The best wrestler is Piper. Mom said.
Piper versus Jimmy Snuka. Is that the one where he threw the coconut?
He hit the coconut over his head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexis says Edge over Randy Orton. Edge is kind of overrated to me.
Now, yes.
I was never a fan of Edge that much.
You know what? I like Edge then. He needs to turn heel again. Like he I'm sorry, he was a good ass heel.
Yeah.
But now with this whole like grit stuff, I hate when people wrestlers hold on to, oh, I was supposed to be stay retired and all this stuff and I came back. That it's cool for like the first year. When you start prolonging that, I'm sorry, that's freaking annoying.
How do you play says she only says Edge because she thinks he's cute.
Of course.
Lady Lexi says the best wrestler is Undertaker.
Damn straight, she knows what she's talking about.
No, the best wrestler is Brett.
The best wrestler is to shut your mouth.
No, I will not shut my mouth. You will not bully on me again on Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna play. Let's play Among Us. You get bullied for 5 seconds. I want to get off.
You got me for like 10 minutes. That was annoying as
Uh,
hell. You made me lose half my viewers, freaking Patrick Mahomes. I
you
mean,
made me lose
Jackson
all my
Mahomes.
friends.
Jackson Mahomes over
You
here.
you are Hulk Hogan.
How? I've changed.
You bullied me.
I bullied you back when we were kids. This is different.
Yes. You
I stopped
bullied me.
bullying you.
No.
I've apologized to you a million times for bullying you.
I apologize, you son of a.
Mom says, I personally love all the wrestlers. They all have talent. Except Hulk
Except
Hogan.
Great Hot Dog, Great Khali.
Oh, the Great Khali.
Who is a better champion? David Arquette, or Jinder Mahal?
None.
Oh, okay, here's a good one. Do you like the World Heavyweight Championship Big Gold or the Wing Dingle WWE Championship? This one's a hard one.
Hold on. We got some comments. Mom says stop. Stone Monkey Research says Lady Lexi over Resurretro and
Yeah.
Resurretro over Anthony.
What?
So you're the
On bottom?
Huh?
On the bottom?
Yeah, you're the bottom.
Oh my lord.
And then Lady Lexi says, "How about you both are petty as, you know."
That's not
Raven.
nice.
Lexi said Raven is a great wrestler.
Raven was a good. He was ECW. So it goes Undertaker number 1, Sting number 2, Raven number 3. Because Raven was ECW's Undertaker Sting.
Stone Monkey knows what he's talking about, says Lady Lexi. Yeah,
Oh, I do like Raven though.
Raven's cool. You know who he liked. You know who he liked, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now you just say stuff to piss me off anyway, so it don't matter. Nothing you say is ever taken seriously. So let's talk a little bit about Tony Khan, your buddy, the greatest booker of all time.
I can't stand Tony Khan. Let me tell you about somebody who's overrated. Only none of his things have stories. Why does his wrestlers always have to write on Twitter, "Book me, Tony Khan, book me"? You know I'm here too.
Why is your best tag team going overseas and saying, "Book me, I'm right here"?
Tony, how are you gonna have the hottest tag team lose to Swerve and Our Glory, then finally have an outcry, pissed off people force him to finally champion them
Mm-hmm.
again? Not Cody Rhodes. Chris Jericho and Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson have been fighting for the last 6 months. I can't stand Tony Khan.
Yeah. But
I can't
let's
stand.
go back. So we're having fun the pick a wrestler. I like the pick a wrestler thing.
You want to
Stone
pick a?
Yes, Stone Monkey Research says the Boss Lady over Lady Lexi 9 plus Resurretro and Anthony.
Wow, I'm last.
No, we're all together.
Okay.
Still young kid. I'm actually the oldest of my three brothers, and How Do You Play Live says still you're still young kid. Okay, Boss Lady says who's the best female wrestler of all time?
Ooh. Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus for
Becky
sure.
Lynch.
No, Trish Stratus.
All right, well
You
that's a
know, you know, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dusty Rhodes. I can't remember. So Dusty Rhodes used to be in charge of the women's division
really
down in the early 2000s. He would. I think it was him. It might be a different person. I can't remember.
John
But
Laurinaitis.
no, he used to train the women's wrestlers to learn how to wrestle.
Really?
He would go against Vince McMahon's back and show them how to wrestle and how to be professional wrestlers instead of the bra and panty matches.
Really?
And Trish Stratus and freaking Lita carried that women's division.
They did for the longest time.
They are the
Lexi says
pillars of.
Lita is the best of all time.
Lita is definitely cool. Yeah, I like Lita. I mean, Lita and Trish Stratus are 1A and 1B. You know what I mean?
How do you
They're
play says I just remember Sable.
of course you remember Sable. Everybody remembers Sable.
Do you
Everybody thought
remember?
she was hot. Yeah.
I don't remember her.
Well, never mind. I had a joke, but it's not Twitch appropriate.
We don't want to get me canceled again.
Yes. But no, everybody remembers Sable.
If you
Okay.
showed me a picture of her, I'd probably remember.
Brock Lesnar
Okay.
or Goldberg?
Lesnar?
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Easy.
Goldberg is a terrible. Goldberg ended the career of Bret Hart.
Oh, shut up, dude. No, hold up. I need to
No,
rewind.
I love Goldberg.
No, you shut your mouth.
I love
You used
Goldberg.
to be a Goldberg nut hugger.
I am a Goldberg. I love Goldberg, but it doesn't change the fact.
Whenever it was Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania the last time, you cried because Brock Lesnar whooped his ass.
I've
Brock Lesnar lost. Goldberg lost.
How do you play? Says Goldberg. Look,
Okay,
I love Goldberg. I love Goldberg to death.
Okay, how about this? WCW Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh, shoot.
Now that one's a little bit not freaking
Past his prime.
Goldberg.
Lexi said Brock can burn by a bush.
You tell Alexa she could burn by a bush.
Yeah. Lady Lexi, Vince McFudge.
Hey, hold up.
Huh?
Kate says something to Lady Lexi.
Huh?
She says if she talks bad about Brock Lesnar one more time, she's gonna come down there and kick her ass.
She probably could too.
She says we are a Brock Lesnar family here.
Goldberg over Lesnar.
So
I'm not talking about in-ring talent. If we're talking about in-ring talent, crap, because he still freaking kicked Bret over the head and ended his career.
Brock Lesnar is the greatest ever.
Brock Lesnar is better than Goldberg. I'll take Brock over Goldberg because when you take out an all-time great, as much as I love you, when you take out an all-time great like that, yeah, I can't put him over Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar is, even though he's like brutal in the ring, he's safe.
Yeah, he's safe. People have literally gotten their careers ended by Goldberg. And it's not just the Hitman.
And you know what? Even though Brock Lesnar's pretty much had this since he came back in 2011, he's been pretty much a similar character ever since, but he's still one of the biggest draws in professional wrestling.
Exactly. So how do you play live says Brock is like two Goldbergs. Almost like he's like two Goldbergs almost. Dude is a beast.
Dude. I love Brock Lesnar. That guy's freaking hilarious. I like him now with just how he talks about that country. I love Brock Lesnar.
Mom says I like Brock now. Bob, you're the ultimate wrestling fan. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. My friend came over for a wrestling pay-per-view about 8 years ago. My mom saw a heel wrestler on there, and he won, and called him a kill him. Kept going, kill him, and like
But when
when
the
he
guys are
lost,
treating for that was in the head,
yeah,
bitch.
started cussing at the freaking thing. And when this guy won, she throws the freaking shoe at the freaking TV.
I
Three
think I know
months.
who hates the most.
Wait, let me finish my story.
Vicky Guerrero.
Let me
You
finish.
remember every time Vicky Guerrero would come on? Excuse me.
And mom's
Mom
like,
would get so fucking. You need to tell that. Oh, I want to go there and slap
I want to go over there. I want to slap her and tell her, you're annoying. Mom is the most ultimate wrestling fan. She takes it so seriously. So, finishing off the story, my friend still remembers this. She throws the shoe at the TV because she's pissed off Alberto Del Rio wins the championship or
Oh,
wins the match. 3 to 6 months later, he comes back to my house. And we're watching the pay per view. And now the same guy my mom threw a shoe at on the TV is a good guy. My mom's like, I like him. Now that he's a good guy. My
so
mom is the
here's
funniest
one.
wrestling fan ever, and I love it.
Here's this one. This one. Who's the greatest Latino wrestler of all time? Rey Mysterio or Eddie Guerrero?
Dang it. Dominic Mysterio.
No,
No,
mine. Honestly, I love Eddie Guerrero.
probably if we would have gotten more years with Eddie, I love Eddie. Eddie, I would choose Eddie.
That's probably I say in my top five.
Rey Mysterio has no charisma,
No,
no promo ability.
Mysterio. I'll tell you one thing though. Rey Mysterio is still one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Best.
There's nobody who can move like him in the ring.
At his age, he's 50 now, isn't he? Almost.
No, he's in his 40s,
Yeah.
but nobody can move like Rey Mysterio.
No. How do you play? Did make a good point. He says I like Rey's moves better, but probably bigger. But Eddie is probably bigger in the wrestling world.
Yes.
Bob says
You know,
Rey.
Mysterio's been heel.
Huh?
You know, Rey Mysterio's never been a heel.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But mom says Rey Mysterio. She loves him.
Felipe loves Rey Mysterio.
We used to call Felipe Rey Mysterio.
Any Mexican wrestler, we would call him Felipe.
Everyone knows Hulk Hogan is the best in the. Oh gosh. Please stop with that nonsense. You're gonna get someone banned for timeout Lady Lexi for a good hour.
Okay, here's one. Roman Reigns
Okay.
or Seth Rollins?
Reigns.
Reigns for
In
sure.
the last like year and a, how do you play live denounces Lady Lexi for that comment?
Okay, here's a good one for you.
Okay.
It ends both worlds. Paul Heyman or Bobby the Brain Heenan?
I don't remember Bobby the Brain Heenan. So Paul Heyman. I can't. I love Paul Heyman. I don't know anything about Bobby the Brain Heenan, so.
Okay, here's another one.
If only you could. I wish you could read the comments. How do you? Are you Batista?
Okay.
Or
let me think about this one. Batista or Triple H?
oh, shoot, Triple H.
Triple H.
Because Batista wasn't in the wrestling business that long. But Lexi says Hulk Hogan. Oh, how do you play Triple H 100%? But Lady Lexi also says Hulk Hogan sucks ass and Paul Heyman all the way.
Okay, here's a big one. Big one. Let me think about this one. Most overrated. Let me think about this. Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior?
Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior all the way.
Ultimate Warrior was the most overrated wrestler of all. Is the most overrated wrestler of all time.
It was a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'd rather hear CM Punk bitch than him.
CM Punk usually has something worth bitching about. Freaking Ultimate Warrior was just he was a jerk. Like okay, so for anybody that doesn't know, Ultimate Warrior was fighting I think Triple H before Triple H was big. And he straight up went over to Vince McMahon and said, "No, that doesn't work for me." He didn't want to like make himself look weed over anybody. So he freaking buried tried to bury Triple H. He's just as bad as Hogan. Mom
Okay.
says don't
Who?
bag on stop bagging on CM Punk.
I'll bag on him. Well, I can't stand Sam Punk. But anyways, who has
Quit say you can't even say that with a straight face.
who has the most iconic finisher of all time?
uh, hold
Yeah,
on.
the stunner. You
Before
have the
before
rock
we say that, we
bottom.
do have some comments.
Yeah.
So Lexi says the Hardy Boys are overrated. I have to
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I have to say they're overrated. I agree with Alexis.
The Hardy Boys are known for one match type and one match type only.
Yep.
Ladder match. Other
Yep.
than the ladder match, what have they done?
Mm-mm.
Like, other than a ladder match back in 2000, Anthony says, oh, okay, so how do you play live says finisher, tombstone power driver, hold moves suck, but I still love Brett and Stings. Basically the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Also, Goldberg's spear is great. Lexi says Steve Austin's finisher.
Okay, here's a good one. Which move is has been overdone? The spear or the super kick?
Super kick.
Really?
Ever since Shawn Michaels retired, the super kick has been way overdone.
I agree on that one.
Name 10 wrestlers that do the spear as a finisher.
Okay. We have Goldberg. We have Charlotte Flair. We have Roman
As a
Reigns.
finisher?
Yes, Roman Reigns. We have Braun Breaker down in NXT. I think that's pretty much it.
Now name 10 wrestlers that do the super kick over and over.
Everybody in AEW.
Exactly. Lexi says Steve Austin is the best wrestler ever. 1,000,000%. Stone hot take here. Stone Cold Steve Austin's kicks look like shit.
Here's a hot take.
Huh.
Hulk Hogan's the greatest wrestler of all time.
You ain't gonna get me I don't care if you offer to buy 100,000 shirts. You ain't getting me to say that.
You sell out.
I'm not selling out. Remember what I said? I will never sell out for money.
Yeah, but anyways, boy, we're gonna have to close this out with one last one.
All right.
Give me one.
Give you one?
Yep.
CM Punk or Bryan Danielson?
Daniel Bryanson.
Really? Why?
Yeah. He had the biggest pop WrestleMania moment, and he's just a better wrestler, in my opinion.
Who's the better promo?
Oh, CM Punk, easy.
Bob says Bryan Danielson's better.
Yep, mom smart. Okay, here's one. Who had the greatest?
Lexi says CM Punk's better.
Tell Lady Lexi needs to mind her own business. Trying to figure out this. Kane or Undertaker?
Ooh, I think how do you play live likes Kane over Undertaker?
Yeah, I prefer.
I would say let's see, Kane or Undertaker. They took off. Okay, so in the beginning, this is a very hot take, Kane, because you didn't know who the hell it was when they took off the mask. Undertaker. Undertaker by far. Legacy is way better. But they took off the mask of Kane and it ruined him.
Yep. I agree. But anyways, we're gonna be signing off, or at least I am. I don't know how long TJ's gonna stay on.
Oh, I'm gonna be playing some games right now. We're probably gonna be playing some speed runs. Lexi disagrees with you. Tell Lay. Look. Okay, so here it goes. Here we got a comment from Mr. How Do You Play. Laughing my ass off. Mom agrees with you. Mom is smart. Lexi disagrees with you. Tell Lexi to mind her own business. How do you place Lexi said Kane was better when he didn't talk. And I agree with that.
Lexus was better when she didn't talk.
And then how do you play says y'all are hilarious. That was funny.
But yeah. But anyways, boy, I'm signing off.
All right, cool. That was
Pete.
Anthony. The sticking to kayfabe. My name's
Yep.
Trent.
My name's Anthony.
And that's gonna be a wrap for that. And I'm gonna continue to play some video games.